mom-to-be. Okay. Oh, oh my God. All right. If this is the target, this is the standard. If this is the destination, then we're doomed. So I had a thought that I wanted to share with you. I asked my wife, who's a teacher, and just for some context, I have been working in education to some degree my entire professional career. Now I'm a speaker, educational consultant, college planning consultant, so I work for myself. But prior to that, I worked in higher ed, and I worked in K through 12, teacher, substitute teacher, counselor, coach, all that, right? And I've worked in various settings. I've worked in some affluent settings, and I've worked in some impoverished settings, some Title I settings, some inner city settings. And so I've seen a vast array of experiences with children, with youth. I was thinking of who are the most influential people that are impacting our youth. And of course, it's the people that they see commonly. But one of the top ways that our youth are being influenced are or is by the music that they listen to. And so I did a little bit of digging, y'all. I, used my friend Mr. Google to look up the most influential rappers, right? Because we know rap music it's the cream of the crop as it pertains to influence, right? Like you can see appropriation of hip hop culture and rap culture literally on every corner of the earth. Every single one. Okay? That's not why we're here though. So I looked up the most influential rappers 2023 and 2022, and it was the same person. His name is Drake, Drizzy. Okay? And so I thought that it would be appropriate for us to listen to what's influencing, an example of what's influencing our young people. Now, don't log off. I'm not about to, well, I don't know what you think I'm about to do. But I just want, okay, here we go. This is a video that was posted 3 weeks ago. It's got 13 million, with an M, 13 million views. And this is Drake featuring Sexyy Red and SZA. The title of the video is called Rich Baby Daddy. Let's take a look.
Mike, you gotta wave to the camera, Mike. There you go. That's Big Mike right there. Yeah, see me out here for real.
Humble flex, okay. Christmas tree. I think that's Sexyy Red. I think.
Right there.
Oh.
Pregnant with that beautiful baby, that beautiful face.
Okay.
All that.
Oh. This is why you need a dynamic speaker for your upcoming event. Take a listen.
My name is Lauren Mitchell, and I'm a senior at Frostburg State University.
My name is Caleb O'Banner. I go to Frostburg State University, and I'm a sophomore. I'm a criminal justice major.
My name is Kendra, and I attend Frostburg State University.
I was really swayed by how you were speaking today because I've been going through a lot.
My initial impression was I thought it was just going to be like another regular presentation here at Frostburg, but like I was actually able to gain knowledge from this presentation, so yeah.
So it was way better than
Yeah, it was way better than what I expected at first.
I really like the keys that Jordan gave me, like with the not letting negative thoughts creep into your head. Like you have to persevere through that. Like it's only a moment. Don't let it define you. Keep pushing. You're going to be successful.
I'll rate it a 10 out of 10.
I'll give Jordan a 10 out of 10 tonight.
I would give it a 10. It's like, as a college student, it really gave me time to like sit and think. And like, you know, he actually made me see like my purpose.
You did an excellent job. I feel like if you came to Jordan's speech, you would really come out motivated and ready to go. I feel great. I feel recharged, energized, and ready to tackle tomorrow.
For when you said senioritis, I feel like that's definitely real. And that really spoke to me because this is my first semester back since COVID. And I took the time off thinking that I didn't really need to be here anymore. And now that I'm back, you kind of reassured me coming in here that I needed to be here and continue doing what I need to do to succeed.
My name is Jordan Green-Ellis, and since 2018, I've had the honor to serve organizations just like yours. Whether it be a small, intimate workshop or a keynote with thousands in the crowd, I believe that no matter who you are, whatever barriers you face, whatever city you come from, that there is greatness on the inside of you. So as you're planning for your next event, I humbly ask that you consider me, Jordan Green-Ellis, where inspiration and information collide.
Happy New Year. Yeah, man. Happy New Year.
I don't know how, I genuinely don't know how this is going to go. I genuinely don't know how this is going to go. We're the first 46 seconds. We're in the first 46 seconds. I've already heard profanity. I've already seen some promiscuity. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I will say this, okay? I'm not trying to drag anybody per se. Just to give a disclaimer, I don't know if when this music is made that it's intended to influence young people. And I also want to give them the benefit of the doubt, the individuals, because I want to honor them as individuals, and not make it seem like I'm trying to drag them personally, because I don't think that they make this music with the intention of influencing young people. It just consequently happens. It consequently just happens that way, because of how culture is, set up. So save it, okay? But I will say also that I'm a musician as well, and just musically, from what I've heard, the melodies sound good. It's enticing. It's attractive. It's melodious. It sounds good. But let's keep going. Mom to be. Okay. Oh, oh my God. All right. I can't even. Um, Personally, just because I don't want to see this. Like, I don't want to see the. This is too much for me to watch, and I'm an adult. This is too much for me to listen to, and I'm an adult. Full-grown adult, married, children, love my wife. She loved me too. Here is the main point of what I want to get to. I thought that this video was going to be much longer, but I cannot. I don't want to expose myself to this, let alone my children. It's got to be deeper than the beat. It's got to be deeper than just the music. We have to really ask ourselves the question of, like, why do we listen to this stuff? I know. If this video goes viral, somebody is going to try to drag me in the comments. But that's fine. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to focus on the video as much for the remainder of today's segment. I just want to pose a question. If in the first minute and 12 seconds of this video that's already gotten 13 million views, with the most influential popular artist, rap artist for the past 2 years consecutively, right? I can guarantee young people in your neighborhood, in your town, in your city are watching and listening to this. How do you think what do you think is going to do to them intellectually? What do you think is going to do to how they come to make decisions on who they choose to be their wife? This is not a shot personally at all. But in the first minute and 12 seconds, all I've been able to hear, all I've heard or been exposed to is things that refer to a young woman's extremities. This is the first minute and 12 seconds, and I've only listened to 10, 15 seconds of the song itself. I just think we need to be thinking about this a little bit differently. I don't care who you are. Everybody is influenced by something or someone. My question to you, and this is the central thought of this video, who is influencing you? I want to show you this quick clip from a speaking engagement I had not too long ago, where I was speaking to some youth right here in Baltimore, some young people, some high schoolers and some college-age students. And I shared with them something that I had personally gone through as an adult that was causing struggle and tension for me personally as an adult. And y'all, the influence, just watch the clip. I was really thinking about really hard the other day, yesterday, actually. I was really thinking about you guys. And I was thinking about what needed to be said to you. Like what words specifically needed to be said to you so that when you leave these doors, so that when you go back home, so that when you go back to campus, so that when you face an obstacle in a circumstance or a situation that doesn't make you think that you can do it. I was asking and I was thinking, like, what do they need to hear? Here's what I came up with. Here's the question. Who are you learning from? Who's telling you that you're not as far along as you're supposed to be? Here's what I came up with, y'all. There are some of you guys that are learning from people who have no qualifications to teach you. Look at me. I know it's getting long, but this is the most important thing that I want to tell you today. There are some people that you're learning from either knowingly, meaning you're literally looking to them, or unknowingly, you're going to them, looking at their life and saying, I'm supposed to be farther along than I am. There are some people that you're learning from that you need to stop listening to. You can respect everybody. I was raised old school, okay? My parents grew up in the 50s. They were born in the 50s. I'm real old school. Yes, sir. No, sir. My 1.5-year-old, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. 1.5. Okay? That's how I am. I respect everybody. I don't do disrespect, especially elders, okay? That's just how I was raised. You can respectfully listen to somebody, but not internalize what they have to say. Here's another skill that you need to develop, right? First of all, it's a soft skill. It's actually a thing. It's called respect, right? You need to respect everybody, but you don't need to learn from everybody. You don't need to listen or take in or internalize the values that everybody lives by, because it may not work for you. Does that make sense? I want you to be thinking about this right now. Who am I learning from? Here's how you learn. Every time you go on social media, who are you following? You might look at some of your pictures in a couple of years. Y'all, you might look at some of your pictures in a couple of years from now, look back from the pictures from now and say, man, why was I wearing that? You do that now. All right, raise your hand if you do that now. It's because you were influenced. And it's okay. Everybody needs an influence. Everybody needs a target or a leader to follow. I just need you to be particular about the people that you're following. I need you to be really meticulous. I need you to be specific about the people that you're following. Everybody does not deserve to have you follow them. Everybody doesn't deserve it. Furthermore, you deserve way more than probably what you're settling for right now. So I need you to be very, very cautious of who you are listening to and who is teaching you. I'm about to wrap it up. Like, I need you to be like, okay, if I follow some person, and I actively do this in my life, here's a principle. I promise you, I'm not going to tell you a lie. Every time I see something on my social media timeline that doesn't align with where I want to go, it could be anything. You know what I'm doing? unfollowing, muting, restricting, blocking. Why? Because everything that I see, everything that I hear, every instance that I encounter has an effect on that internal voice. I told y'all ain't nothing special about Jordan. I'm just like you. I know that I can be influenced. I know that I'm impressionable. I know that if I see something shiny, I'm going to say, oh, that's nice. I want that. There is a person that I know personally. Y'all, when I met her, I said I wanted to be like that. When I met her, when I got in her presence, I saw the lifestyle she was living. I said I wanted to be like that. Y'all, do you know a couple of days ago, she shut her whole operation down? Meaning she closed everything up. I'm sitting here talking about I want to be like her, and she don't even want to be like her. Who are you learning from? Who is teaching you what you can and can't do? That's why it's important that you have your vision, y'all. Because it's going to help to realign and stabilize that internal voice so that you're not so easily moved when somebody got something to say. Y'all wanted her life and she didn't even want her life. And I'm not talking about like living and dead. I'm talking about the lifestyle that she was living. She shut everything down because it was too much. She felt like literally she was living a lie. Can I tell you that money won't make you fulfilled? No, I'm not telling you not to have money. You need it, okay?
It pays my bills.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. You absolutely need money. But if you think that money is going to fill that void, it won't. And so you have to be very, very cautious of who you're learning from. Here's what I need you to understand. If you know that you're valuable, raise your hand if you think that you are valuable. Quickly, come on. You know that you're valuable. You know that you are a treasure. So I don't want you to give your treasure to any place that doesn't treasure you. Does that make sense? Yes or no? All right. I don't want you to give your time, your attention, your follow to anything or to anyone that doesn't treasure who you are, but most importantly, who you're becoming. I wanted to share this with you because it's foolish for us to think that this type of narrative, that this type of media, that this type of display isn't influencing how we think, how we act, how we respond. Don't think for a moment that it is everybody's being influenced. My question to you is, who's influencing you? Who's influencing your babies? Who's influencing them? The example that I shared from my adulthood was someone who is extremely influential. Yeah. Someone who, could be easily put in the category as a do-gooder. And I'm not talking about like I digress. Let me recant that statement because that person, to some people, does have a little stigma attached to them. But at the foundational level, the person who was influencing me, the individual who was influencing me, did do good for the most part. And when I say good, I mean relatively good. The point that I'm really trying to get us to wrap our minds around is that it is vital. It is crucial. We got to do a better job of protecting our babies and what they're taking in. Because if this is the standard, because if this is the target, if this is the destination, then we're doomed.